This town is quiet when it's late, yeah. This town is quiet when the night is getting close. I'm outside, gonna stay here. I'm outside until you tell me to stop. I'm being so dramatic. I'm always being so dramatic. This town is quiet when
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In case you are new here, hi, my name is Kerline. So today's video is going to be a DIY corset top that I recently saw on the Nava's channel. I will have to say I was very impressed. I really like the idea how she did it. So I thought I'll give it a try, but with a little bit of twist. So if you want to know how I made this corset top, then keep on watching. Now before we get into the video, thank you so much Anna Luisa for sponsoring this part of the video. I got some gorgeous pieces from their website and I'm wearing one of them right now. I love the fact that they are all sustainable, meaning they are all made of recycled materials, contributing a little to the environment, which I think is very thoughtful. All their pieces starts from $39, which I think is very reasonable, and also I have a coupon code for you guys. Use this coupon code to get 10% off your order. So first I got this gold coin hoop earrings made with gold plated brush. It's called Michelle earrings on the website. I love the detailed finishing, giving you that girly elegant look. To be honest, I don't normally wear this kind of earrings, but I'm really digging into this style, and especially I think it goes really well with my corset, like a little bit of girly touch to an edgy look. I don't know, comment down below what do you guys think. I also got these gold hoop earrings that I think are of perfect size, not really big or small, like it's the perfect size. And by the way, this was recently featured on Vogue. And it's very on trend right now. You guys have seen it all over TikTok and Instagram, I'm pretty sure. Very minimalist, and it can give an edgy touch to your look, which is my kind of style, I think. So that's another reason I picked this one. Lastly, I got this mismatch moon and star hoop earrings. They are dipped in 14 karat gold, and I am in love with the gem detailings on both the earrings. I think it's very cute and elegant. I got this gorgeous cow print fabric mainly to make some bucket hats, but I thought it will look great as a corset top. It's 100% cotton. The link will be down below in the description box. This is the pattern from Alexa's video. Again, the link will be down below in the description box. And I had to tape A1, 2, and 3 together, which is pretty self-explanatory. Next, I am tracing out the patterns and cutting out 2 pieces from each pattern. So to make sure we have the pieces cut out for the entire bodies. Now because I thought the top was going to run a little small for me, so I decided to add some seam allowance on the sides. And because the length of the top was perfect, I decided not to add any on the top or the bottom, and also cut out the straps as it is. Next, I decided to add some neon green loops in the bodies for the contrast look, for which I sewed a long strap using zigzag stitch, which is about 16 inches long. Next, I trimmed it into small pieces, each about 2 inches long, and starting from the neck and the armhole area, I'm placing 4 of them one after another. Also, don't forget to mark the areas as it's hard to pin the loops. You will have to create them while you sew. First, I'm going to add the loops to the pieces before I add all the pattern pieces together. So I'm creating and placing the loops as I sew. For the linen bit, I cut out all the pieces from an old black t-shirt, and as the length was not enough for 2 of the patterns, I had to cut out these pieces in half. And then of course I'm going to join all of them together using straight stitch. To save some time, I decided to skip pinning all these pieces, and instead I decided to mark in all of the pieces so I know which one is the right side of the fabric. Now once both the pieces are ready, this is what they look like. Placing them both wrong side out and adding pins all around, matching the edges together so it won't move when I sew. Next, I'm going to sew them all around the edges, leaving the top edges of the strap and the bottom edges open. Now, before flipping the bodies, I'm trying to trim off any uneven edges and also making small slits all around the top, just like Alexa did, to make sure it's even when it's flipped the other way around. And I just use my bare hands and my fingers to flip the top the right side out, but you can use a safety pin or like a clip or something near the edges of the strap, which will save you a lot of your precious time. Now moving on, I did press the corset really nicely, especially the edges, so I can easily do a top stitch and to make sure it looks really nice and clean. For boning, I'm drawing random lines at the front of the top. So I'm drawing 2 in the middle and 2 diagonal lines on both the sides. Also marked 1.5 inches away from the edge at the back of the corset and seam ripping it with a help of a seam ripper so I can make some room for the straps and sandwich it in between the main fabric and the linen. And once I'm done, I'm adding some pins to secure the strap. Next, I'm going to sew all around the corset doing a top stitch, which will also add the straps to the bodies at the same time. Plus going to sew over the straight lines that will create casings for our zip ties. Now for closure, I decided to add some loops at the back, which is very quick and easy, for which I first sewed a long strap in neon green, marked where I want to add the loops and sewing them using straight stitch, just like I added the ones at the front. So first I'm placing one loop, running the needle over, and then creating the next loop and also sewing it down. Next, it's time to add the zip ties, which I got from Amazon. They are all 12 inches long, and I'll leave the link down below in the description box as always. So I marked the excess with a chalk so I know where to exactly trim off the zip ties, and that's exactly what I did. Next, to soften the edges of the zip ties, I decided to use a lighter and melt the edges, which only takes about 10 seconds. Just make sure you let it dry before placing them back into the casings. Now to seal the bottom edges, I decided to use the same Cowprint fabric, for which I placed the top over the fabric and traced the pattern first. And I cut out the piece about 2 inches wide. Next, I'm placing the piece and the corset both wrong side out, matching the edges together and adding pins all around, and going to sew it about 1 centimeter away from the edges using straight stitch. Once the tape is added to the corset, I'm folding it towards the front of the corset to seal it down. Lastly, for the lace-up closure, I cut out pieces of the same Cowprint fabric, joined them together in one, and made a super long strap or lace out of it, which is going to be the lace of our corset. And there we have our Cow Print contrast neon green corset that I am so in love. I mean, it came out just like I wanted. Let me know guys, what do you think in the comment section below. Also, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. You guys keep me motivated and inspire me to make more videos for you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye guys!
I can see